Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. A couple brothers out in the Kansas City camp of Great Millstone, Brother Iraq.
Brother Yamasop.
And we had the brother here had the idea to go visit one of the old stomping grounds of a former U.S. president by the name of Harry S. Truman, I believe it is, right?
Yep.
Harry S. Truman, right? Because his hometown is out here in the Kansas City area, and I didn't know he had this many homes out here. You know, the brother was kind of enlightening me on a little bit of the history, because there's plenty of streets named after this guy. Matter of fact, where we prophesy at is right by Truman Road, and Truman Road is a very high place of concourse, man. It goes right across Main Street to the Power and Light District. So this guy is pretty much, you know, he's one of the claims of fame in Kansas City, you know.
God. Yeah, so we're on site, man. We're going to flip the camera here and show you where we're at. This is one of his places that he grew up as a child. You know, just to get you the spirit of the lesson so you can see.
Come on. The camera going here.
Okay, so here we're on site. This is in a town called Grandview, Missouri. This is where this guy basically grew up. Okay, in Missouri, Kansas. This is known as is labeled as the heart of America. So we are in the heart of Babylon here. Okay, President Truman, if you don't know, is the president that was in charge or in rulership that ordered the strike of the two atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan during World War II.
Yeah.
Now, the spirit of this lesson, you know, is going to show that the spirit of President Truman has reemerged. Mm-hmm. Only this time, the nukes will be coming from Russia. Yeah. But every nuclear power is going to be dropping their things, man. You know, so it all started, you know, here with this guy. You know, the Lord made his chess moves and chess pieces to place this guy in power. And if you go watch that movie Oppenheimer, it will show you the spirit that this devil had on him, who didn't give a shit about how many lives would be lost. And he ordered not one, but 2 strikes on that place, man. Mm-hmm. And that shook the whole earth, man. And at that moment, this man became the hammer of the earth, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the head devil that was in charge at that time. Now, of course, you had the elites that was ordering him, but this guy was juiced in, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy was an Amalekite as well, you know. Also, there's multiple buildings out here that's named after Oppenheimer. You've got Whiteman Air Force Base out here that holds Esau's sword as well, you know. So this is a very heavy demonic area of Esau's stronghold. One of the richest cities in America is right here, what people don't know, in Kansas City, Missouri, man. Mm-hmm. Overland Park area. If you have a chance and you're ever out here visiting, you will see the uttermost wealth, and it's low key. Nobody thinks of this place as being one of Esau's head stomping grounds. Yeah. But he's got tunnels underneath here. He's got a very extensive cave system that he transferred his material. You know. Yeah. Here is the place, you know, the way this guy operates in Blue Illuminati, you got to remember they have a motto, and that goes by hide in plain sight. Yeah. So in plain sight, this guy this is one of his capitals is over here, right in Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah. Because you got prominent figures that are from here, and, you know, you can go see their houses where they lived. He's got multiple houses out here. You can go see the Oppenheimer building out here. You know, and they even produce weapons of mass destruction right in Missouri, man, in Kansas City. Yeah. Honeywell.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I think Honeywell was out
Honeywell, that's another one we probably I didn't think about it. We could have drove by the Honeywell plant. Yeah. They manufacture parts for all that shit right around the corner, 5 minutes from where we're at.
Yeah, I thought Honeywell was just like a RFID maker.
Oh, no.
The only time I knew about Honeywell, when I was my old job, we had these little key cards that you would swipe it, hold it close to the door, and it'll let you in for security. And they always said Honeywell, and that's what I thought they made. I had no idea they was a major defense contractor, man.
Yeah.
Major, bro.
Huge,
Make all
man.
kind of missiles. I was like, damn.
All types of stuff, man.
You saw me having these names, they be sounding like he's selling bread or something, but this shit.
God.
And they're making missiles, man.
God, man. So, you know, with everything going on in the world that's going over there in the Middle East right now, in the land of Israel, or over there in Gaza, you know, you see a lot of talks of World War III. And if you can grab that precept, brother, that there's a sound of battles in the land and of great destruction. Because that's basically what we're approaching, man. So the spirit of this man that was selected, you know, to be president, you know, that's Jeremiah 15:22. Just goes to show that it's re-emerging. It's here. People are on edge. We have a lot of people that are giving reports of seeing military troops and buses of soldiers and stuff, and trains coming in of supplies. They know that war is brewing up, man.
Yeah, kind
big time.
That's why we got this camera here. This is his Harry Truman, his old farmhouse, right, where he actually used to live here.
That's right, man.
And I don't know if this camera zooms in or anything.
Oh, I can real quick. I'll hop out with the camera.
Okay.
Before we flip it, I'll just show you guys the sign of the description of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you go. Here's some more information on it. Zoom in. All right, he lived there from 1906 to 1917. Ran the farm after his father's death in 1914. Later served as U.S. Senator, 1935 to 45, Vice President, 1945, and President, 1945 to 1953. Okay, so this guy was in charge and ordered a lot of death in the earth, man. Yeah. And it's crazy. We right on site where this devil was living right here, man. Right here.
God. In that movie Oppenheimer, man, he had that demonic spirit on him because as soon as they finished the bomb, they like, what are we gonna do with it? He's like, we gonna use that shit. He ain't even flinch, man.
Right.
He's like, we'll take it from here.
Right.
That's what he told him. He's like, we'll take it from here. Don't worry about it.
Because Oppenheimer, they try to make him look like he was innocent.
Like he was just want to drop it.
Right, but really Oppenheimer wanted to drop that shit too, for real. But nah, man, he was
total bullshit, you know.
God.
Like they didn't have to drop it on Japan to show the world that they had it. They just wanted to do that shit.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Because nobody has dropped a nuke ever since.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this idea that we had the Russian make. No, man. The Lord had that spirit. I was looking for that precept. The Isaiah somewhere, 60-something. I am the cold, created the waste to destroy.
Smith the both the cold.
Smith the both the cold, yeah. I got the Jeremiah 50.
You go ahead,
22 real quick. 21, it says, a sound of battle. Jeremiah 50 and 21. Go up against the land of Merathaim, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, waste and utterly destroy after them, saith the Lord Yahweh, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction.
There you go, man. So a sound of battle is certainly in the land of great destruction. You got a lot of Edomites that are doomsday preppers and stuff, and they're letting you know, hey, look, it's coming. We told you it's here. And they're recording all these military equipment and tanks and shit being shipped all across the U.S.
Yeah.
They're getting ready, man. This place is done.
Yeah, con.
But yeah, we're going to flip the camera back around. But yeah, man. So this is the spirit of war, man. And I got another precept I'll get with our brothers flipping the camera. Okay. This is the book of Revelation 11, verse 14. It says, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You know, it was just in 1945 that this world war was full-fledged. You know, so that was less than 100 years ago, man. And we're already at the brink of the Third World War. Now, it's not going to get full-fledged until they implement the Revelation 13 and 16, that Karajan, that MOTB. Okay, once that's basically forced upon the people, then everything's going to turn up. Then you're really going to have the Third War be full out and it's gonna go. Why? Because they need to put that shit in people in their military to control them, to have more mind control, and to enforce their super soldier program. There's all types of reasons why they need to have that in place first.
Right, yeah, because they really need the people to be in subjugation.
Right.
You know, they can't have people wilding out doing. Remember, there's more guns in America than there are people.
That's right.
You know, so if you don't have a grasp on people where they're gonna get their food from and all of this, then it could be a real problem for Esau, man. You know, so that charagma is most certainly gonna be touching down here very soon, man. You know.
That's right.
And then, I was gonna say something about that.
God.
It says, oh yeah, sound of battle is Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. Verse 23, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Right, so we're approaching a time period where the Lord's going to destroy this hammer. Mm-hmm. You know, at that period, 1945, he became the hammer, but this time he's going to be cut asunder, broken down.
Yeah, kind of, man. And that's why, you know, everywhere you go, everywhere Esau goes, it's just destruction, man. You know, because a hammer is a certain kind of tool, man. It really has one job, and it's really to put blunt force behind something. It's not going to do something intricate like a tweezers can do, or you can't screw something in. You know, you can't tweak it. It's just meant to smash and hammer things in, man. That's right. You know, and then that's what you see whenever Esau goes places. He never builds it up without destroying it, you know. Or if he builds it up, he's spoiling you. He's getting you to transfer goods or assets over to him, and your people are over there starving, man. You know, a lot of these nations, they're starving, but they're producing some of the most valuable minerals in the world, man. Over there, they got cobalt over there in Africa. They're not seeing a dime of that shit. You know.
That's right.
But their country is in ruins. Esau starting civil wars over there. They're fighting amongst each other. Because this guy, you know, that's his job, is to kill, to steal, and to destroy.
God,
you know?
You got a precept to back you up. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. Mm-hmm. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Yeah.
Who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Yeah.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yeah. Because see, when he got here, man, he was good with the 13 colonies. As a matter of fact, there's enough people in America today that would fit in all of the 13 colonies still, man, because there's that much space. But what did he do? He took all of America, man. He wiped through all of the Gadites, the Reubenites. You know, he took all of the land. He's not even using it. And then he got America, and he said, oh, that ain't enough either. And he started the UN, and he went all the way across the globe, conquering land, taking land, stealing, you know, supplanting, and then he had the audacity to set himself towards the moon, man. So that's what the scriptures mean by this guy is not satisfied, man. You know, that's why there's no appeasing him. There's no trying to appease to this guy's softer side, man. He doesn't have one. This nigga's the Joker. If anybody's the Joker out of the comic books of Batman, it's this nigga, man.
That's right.
You know, like he that's why the Lord's got to come back and utterly dead him, man. And when his kingdom goes up, it's got to be completely purified, man, burned with fire.
That's right.
You know?
Got another precept for you. This book of John 10 and 10. It says, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Mm-hmm. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly.
Yeah, that's right, man. And so that's basically why he gets called the hammer of the earth. That's why the Lord set him up as the big bad guy to be taken down, because the spirit that's on this nigga is off the chain, man.
God.
Like he don't give a fuck. He will fuck up animals, little kids. He will just dump shit in the oceans, you know. And he's the ultimate villain, and that's why it's so infuriating to watch a nigga sit up there and vote, or to pay lip service to these devils, man. You know, or even look the other way is unacceptable, man. You know.
God, man, because you're not supposed to be wanting this guy to be over you and ruling when he's clearly proven that he's not capable of ruling in righteousness.
Right.
Everything has gone down since this man has been in power. It's all been poisoned. It's like death that's just rotting everything around it,
Mm-hmm. And you know, you got movies like Oppenheimer, you know, and Killers of the Flower Moon that come out, but you try to get a Jake to watch it, man. He, you know, he don't care.
Right.
You know, it doesn't anger him. It does, you know, but a big nose nigga like George Floyd gets put down, and all of a sudden you looting Nike stores. You know, you chanting, you putting hashtags on Instagram. You know, hurt. but we show you how this guy literally stole everything, took everything. He took your name from you, your language.
Right.
All right. He you know, he took our women, turned them against us, and like none of that angers you niggas, man.
Right.
You know.
Right. But you want to post hashtag I stand with blah 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 such and such. Be careful who you hashtag standing with, man.
Right.
The same people that you standing with don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Them Arabs that's getting judged and dying. Hey, look, they were the last nation on this earth to actually abolish the hardcore slavery.
Yeah.
They didn't get done. They was the last one. I just didn't sit down on that the other day.
Yeah.
You know, they was still doing slavery all the way back up during the damn 1940s, damn near.
Yeah. Yeah.
For niggas, man.
Yeah, con. And you know what? Actually, when the Clintons went in there, Obama and the Clintons went into Libya, that shit came back in Libia.
Damn.
It's straight up. Like when after they took down Gaddafi, they had open slave markets, man. You know, in Libya.
And it was Jake's up in there, Israelites.
You know it was.
But you want to stand with them though, right?
Right.
And then going to the other side, over there in the land of Israel, them JEWs. But you know that's the head tribe of Amalek? They're the ones that started the transit and funded the They owned the transatlantic slave trade, nigga, man.
Yeah.
They're the first good shit, Jeebus, man. It was owned by Amalekite, so-called JEW, man. So you sitting there standing up with them. You feeling sorry because why? They posting all these videos and images of all these children and stuff getting blown up. Look, it's none of your damn business. If these devils want to blow themselves to hell, let them go do it, man.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with you. You so-called black, you so-called Latinos, you so-called Native Americans. You're the real Hebrew Israelites, all right?
That's right.
We're supposed to be in that land. That's our land. They fighting over shit that don't belong to them.
Right.
You know?
That's right, man. And you know, and that's why we're gonna title this lesson, "The Spirit of President Truman is gonna return," because he didn't give a fuck, man.
Right.
He had them nukes. He saw exactly what they tested it in the movie. Did you see how big it? He was like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And you know what? When you read that sign, you saw how the year that he got into office, and look at the date of when the nukes were hit, man. He was barely in office, man.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was his first year.
Yeah. Yep.
he first got it.
He was currently serving as vice.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then they just, you know, and then he got put in that position. And as soon as he got put in there, man, boom, he's ready to drop it. All of a sudden, they staged some shit that happened at Pearl Harbor, you know, to get an excuse to go over there and test out that shit, man.
Yeah. Cause see, they not on these modern day Edomites like Joe Biden weak ass. You know, he up there trying to, you know, blow up the Nord Stream on the slick.
Right.
You know, hiding. You know, doing a little backhanded CIA shit. You know, but that spirit of boldness was on President Truman, man.
That's right.
He was like, man, fuck them. You know, he didn't say we Esau, but you know, he was in that proud spirit, like, you know, America, fuck them. We gonna drop this shit on, give a fuck.
Right.
And you know what? That scared the shit out of everybody, man.
Hey, and the power of it was so powerful. They said they didn't know if the bomb was gonna be able to stop. They was concerned of the entire atmosphere being burned up behind the shit.
Yeah.
But they were willing to take that chance because that's how much of a destructive devil this is.
Right.
Why would you take the chance of something that could kill you too?
Yeah.
You know what? It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah. We got to for science.
And back then they had the manpower, the military to realistically, they could have went in there and fucked up Japan if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, Esau he already had an enormous amount of blessing of gun and firepower as it is without the nukes that they could have went in there and handled business.
Right. Because Japan was already about to surrender. But you know, Esau say, "Oh, we didn't know he's about to surrender."
Right.
All right, you know.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But I got another precept. This is the book of Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, man. That President Truman was a waster, man. That's the epitome of a waster right there. He saw 200,000 populated cities, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and he was like, "Yeah, go ahead, do that, man. You give a fuck." He literally turned them into glass, man. When that heat is so hot, the shockwave doesn't even disperse your body. It hits you so quick, man. There's old images of a statue of a half torso from the bottom down, just almost like I forget what you call it, the process when it's turned into glass. But basically it melted them in place, man, because that heat was so hot.
God.
You know, and those are old school nukes, man. Those were the atom bomb back then. Then after that, they made the hydrogen bomb.
Right.
And now they got some these new Tsar bombs that Russia got, man. I wish I could show you the different size of the images of them, how big they are compared to one. The one they got there is way bigger, man.
Yeah, it's like thousands, 100,000s more powerful than an atomic bomb.
Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. You like, goodness, that's how you know that scripture is on point. That the Lord put that spirit on him, man, to make a weapon that wasteful, and He created the perfect devil to use that shit, man. You know, as much as I hate a lot of these heathen, man, it would be hard for me to just wipe out a bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like wondering if there's a Jake in there or something, which there probably is.
Right.
Esau don't give a fuck about none of that. He could have known his own people was down there. He was still gonna press the button.
Yeah, and he mashed that shit.
Yeah, he mashed it. If he didn't care about the atmosphere igniting, why would he care about his own people down there? You know?
Right.
That's why this guy. That's why he said he's unsatisfied. He's not reasonable, man.
God, man. And you had some of them people that was, and they showed the movie in Oppenheimer, that was throwing up after that they found out how many bodies and how many was killed. And then they tried to water down the numbers too.
Right.
But they were forced to bring out the actual numbers and how many millions died instantly behind that shit. And the people that actually had a conscience, they puked.
Yeah.
You think Truman puked, threw up?
Hell
he didn't give a fuck, man. He was popping bottles.
Hell no.
He got him some some damn slaves, and he was popping them.
Yeah.
They were celebrating, man. They had a big ass party.
Shit, if there was a position above president, he'd have probably got promoted to that, man.
Right.
Dropping the nuke. Because that's what put everybody in check. That's why all these nations were willing to form the UN. They were willing to form the Bank of International Settlements, International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, World Health Organization. All of that was founded after this devil, man.
Right.
When he put all of them nations in check and subjection, they were like, all right, we're going to pull all our money. And now is the beginning of NATO, man.
God.
And when NATO formed, that's really that's really when the Third War really starts. Because you could kind of technically say it started during the Cold War, although it wasn't like a hot war yet. But the nations were divided. That's where the term Third World comes from. It's the old Soviet Union term. America in the West would be considered First World. The Soviet Union was Second World, and any country outside of that would be considered Third World. So those terms came out of that Cold War rhetoric that they were spewing against each other, man.
Right.
Because the world is already divided into sides for way back then, but it's not just until now where Russia and China and the East is starting to like gather their bearings, man. Where it says like let the weak say I'm strong. But they've been split apart, man. Like the West has been on their own ever since the 50s, man, 40s and 50s.
That's right.
Revelation 6, verse 4, and it says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Let's talk about Esau Edom, man. That's a prime example. What was given unto Esau Edom at this time. The head Edomites that was ruling at that time period, they chose to set up America. Yeah. And they gave them the weapons of mass destruction and knowledge, man. Yeah. And they pulled Edomites from all over the world, man. Because Oppenheimer wasn't even from the U.S.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think he's from Germany.
Yeah, he's from Germany, man. That tribe of Esau is considered the intelligence.
Right.
You got Amalek. He's the head, of the tribes. He controls the funding and controls all the money, which makes everything go around.
Right.
But then you got certain other tribes of Esau. You got the mighty men of Esau, which is the Russians.
Yeah.
And then you got the ones that's over there, the Germans.
Yeah.
They were the brains of that tribe.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? They all worked in unison to developing and enhancing their blessing, which was the sword, man. Yeah. So they were given that sword, and that's supposed to be the punishment of Jacob, and being bring the the lake of fire is referenced within the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it does make sense how he took peace from the earth with that, man.
Yep.
Because that's when he went around the earth just beating on his chest, talking shit, making people use the U.S. dollar, overthrowing countries and setting up coups.
Yep.
And people would rebel, but it's like everybody knew this nigga had nukes.
Right, man. Yeah,
so he was running there punking people.
At that point, every single country was worried about doing the same thing. Every country was trying to get weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
There wasn't nobody that was not trying to do that. They all wanted a piece of that because they knew that was the only thing that could go toe to toe with that. So what did that do? That caused more and more people to be put at risk, to being killed at massive amounts.
Mm-hmm.
Never in history has there been something created that kills millions in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
But this was that thing that was made, and now all countries have them, man. So how can you have peace with that? How can you have peace, man? Of something that instantly obliterates everyone, all women, kids, children, animals, and then makes the land inhabitable for hundreds of years. There's certain parts of Japan you still can't go to because it's so highly radiated, man. What type of dumbass shit would you create that? When you're supposed to go on a nation that you're taking over, you should be able to spoil and be able to benefit off of it for your country. They can't even go there in some parts of Japan, man. As beautiful as that island is over there, it's gorgeous. But there's parts of it you can never set foot in because of the radiation. You'll die.
Yeah. That's why I call them a waste, man.
Nigga
don't care, bro.
But I got another precept going with the brothers talking about, how people suffering from the bomb itself. Yeah. Zechariah 14:12 says, "And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth." So, literally being just obliterated, melted away while you stand, man.
Yeah. Well, we're painting a picture for y'all, man. Because he hates you people, man. Especially you heathen and you 2/3. There's a lot of hatred built up. Now, you're going to come back in the kingdom, speaking about the 2/3, But y'all don't understand how angry the Lord is, man. But he set up judgment. That's a rare example where you get the real detail of what he's gonna do. Right. There's gonna be some real graphic shit happening to y'all, man.
That's right.
So,
you got another
Khan. This is Ezekiel chapter 38. Start at verse 8, and it says, "After many days thou shalt be visited in the latter years. Thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, but it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. And thou shalt ascend and come like a storm, thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, it is also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them, dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates." All right. So that's the Lord speaking about an evil thought coming on to the city without walls, man, which is America. Because America really has no defense, man. I don't give a fuck what they tell you. I don't give a fuck how many billion they tell you they spending on defense. Mm-hmm. There's no defense for these nukes, man, at all. And one Satan II missile can take out a landmass the size of Texas in half, man. One. Yep. Completely obliterated. You see? So that evil thought, these nations already got it on their mind, man. But it's gonna come a day where, everybody gonna get that breaking point, man.
That's right.
The Lord speaks about how he got angels held back in certain regions of the earth, man. We're just waiting to play their role in that part, man. You got an angel over there in the Euphrates. You probably got angels sitting over there by the nuclear silos, mm-hmm. watching them. And so that evil thought is already written that it's gonna go down, man.
That's right. That's right, man. And it says, unwalled villages is not going to stop anybody from invading. And you got a precept that can go with that. It's Jeremiah 51:2. Mm-hmm. And Will saying, so I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind." Okay, that goes to that thermonuclear wind that blasts.
Yeah.
Okay, and it says, "And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about." So fanners just goes into invasions, right? Different countries and nations that are going to come in there and invade. There will be boots on the ground in America. Okay, you guys will be a part of war. You will taste of death on U.S. soil. There's not been war on U.S. soil all the way since the Civil War, man.
Yeah.
So you're approaching that time period where it's gonna happen this time, man.
Yeah, come. A lot of these people are coming into the country right now, man. Like they say the population is 300-some million, but it might be 400 or 500 million people in here right now. They don't know. They've been just crossing the border. I mean, you don't know how many troops, and
Right.
America's so fucking big, man. You could literally drive for 20 hours and not see one person. There's just that much land that was been taken, man. So there's a lot of room, and just think about we can drive all the way across Kansas City in 30 minutes, and that could be 2 million people right there.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Just a 30-minute hike. Yeah. So just imagine these big swaths of land, where a lot of these troops could be stationed at. You know what I'm saying? Deep in the wilderness, even underground. Because the Lord, when you read Isaiah the 34th chapter, the Lord likens America as an altar, man, for sacrifice. It speaks about the kidneys, the fats of the kidneys, being made fat with the kidneys of the rams.
Yep.
I might get it, but that's what that goes into, man. A lot of people coming over here for judgment, man. A lot of people coming over here for a better life. All right. The Lord had you march your dumb ass over here and cross the border to catch a missile, man.
That's right, man. That's what's coming.
Yeah, kind of.
God, I can help you find that too.
34. It's Isaiah 34:6. It says, the sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with the blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh hath a great sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man.
Right.
So the Lord is going to swell America up like you fatten up a cow or whatever before you slaughter it. That's what the Lord is doing. So, because spiritually this place is getting fattened up with pride, and then physically it's getting fattened up because people are just flooding in here, man.
Yep. It's a lot of souls, man.
Yeah.
A lot of souls that's here that's marked for judgment for what they've done in this life and their past life.
Yeah.
This is not the place to be during the end times, man. And Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is going to be horrific, man.
Yeah, come.
And all you Edomites, you're going to pay for what you've done, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So start with you motherfuckers, man. President Truman, he's not exempt. The Lord's got a judgment for him too. The scriptures talk about how all eyes shall see him, even those that pierced him. So you're gonna have souls that are gonna be brought up, reincarnated, to taste of that judgment, man.
Yeah,
by fire.
That's right, man. Y'all gonna be on plantations in the kingdom, man.
That's right.
They may have an Edomite zoo, where you can just see all of the former presidents, man.
Right.
Like how you got the zoo animals.
Yep.
You're gonna have all of the U.S. presidents. They're gonna be back there picking cotton, getting their ass whooped.
That's right.
Because that's really what y'all are. Y'all really are the base men. The Lord set you up to prove a point that He's the Most High. He can take the bases and then set them up over everybody. Give them the power to make satellites and look all this shit up. Basically, this nigga's one step above from a monkey, and this nigga got satellites and rocket technology.
Right.
Because the Lord put that spirit on him. That spirit of the sword.
That's right. We got another precept. It's the book of Ezekiel 35:2. We're about to get ready to close out after this.
Okay.
It says, "Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." So that's what we're doing. We're here to proclaim the downfall of Esau, Edom's great kingdom. Babylon the Great. We're here to let you know, according to the scriptures, America is going to be destroyed, and it will be destroyed by fire. So we're here on ground, boots on the ground, at one of the houses on Esau's shit, on his property. The same man that ordered, death by that fucking bomb. We on his fucking shit. Letting them know, hey, even though you did that shit, that built up all of Esau's pride. To once they exalted themselves as the eagle, you're gonna be brought down, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be brought low.
That's right, brother.
So we're here to bring this message to you. That hey, the Lord's got your number, man. You are not exempt. You did not get away with the transatlantic slave trade. You did not get away with what you did during World War II, World War One.
Yeah.
All these wars, man.
That's right.
You're gonna pay for it, man.
That's right.
And he'll let the nation of Israel, to lift you up. And spiritually, hey, we got a great deliverance coming, man. And the Lord's gonna bring Esau's own sword, his blessing upon him, and he's gonna fall upon it, man.
That's right. That's right.
You got any more precepts, brother? So with that, Lord's will, this lesson's edifying. We're gonna go ahead and close out. All praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, being millstones, Tasha's truth and will. Citations to reflect the truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.